Hi, and welcome back to another amazing BSBM broadcast. We are awaiting the matchup between the St. Petersburg Catholic Barons and Seffner Christian Crusaders. I'm Colby Shanavon. I'm joined by Pascual de Rojas and Dylan Hutchinson. Dylan, what do you see in this game?
I think I see another St. Pete Catholic dominance. This team actually played the team that we beat last week, and it was a good game, but at the end of the day, we beat that team. We're probably going to beat this team today.
So this game is underway, and Sutton Knight had an onside kick, and it is retrieved by Ian Mankin at around the 45-yard line.
Interesting start. Now, we did see with the ODA game, they did take the lead early on, the first time that the Barons trailed in this entire season, and they were doing weird stuff. They had a flea flicker turn into a 50-yard touchdown. They tried an onside kick in the game that was unsuccessful, but that type of wacky things is what seemed to have stumped the Barons back last game, and it might be working this game. I don't know. It didn't work with the onside kick, but you can't hate to see them try.
As you know, today is senior night. We got a lot of seniors out here, 17 to be exact. What is this formation?
Very weird formation.
Oh, okay.
And they split off.
They're answering back with the weird stuff. This is high school football.
Chase Burrell
That was
hanging it off to Larry Christian, and he is immediately down, brought down.
Yeah, and I think a great stop there. I think the big story today is obviously seniors, 17 of them. A lot of them big contributors, 4 of them on the offensive line alone. So this offensive line is definitely going to readjust next year. But for now, we've got our guys.
Chase Burrow, play action, rolling to the right side, passes it to Rise Rosado, who has a good gain on that play.
We saw Rise Rosado get a few good catches last game, making a statement in there. We see Alex Malishko, who's on that rise, has a couple of rushing touchdowns, I believe a pick 6 as well. Just all around Swiss Army knife, but Rise Rosado also getting some good action.
Barons on the hurry up, 3rd down. Chase Burrow, screen pass to Urel Stewart, who jukes a man, and he will be stopped, and that will be 4th down for the Barons.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do on this 4th down here. We know Jesse Chinchar wants to be aggressive, and he's going to keep his offense on the field here for a quick 4th down and 2 here.
4th and 2, and the Barons will go for it. Trying to get a hard count.
I think it may be a screen route spreading right here.
Well, we've seen a deep touchdown, though. Urel Stewart, the first one of the season, came from him on a 4th down.
Chase Burrow hands it off to Larry Christian, who will get the 1st down and more. Great play.
I think that was a very bold decision by Jesse there. After the first run, barely got a yard, to go back to your guy and get that 1st down. What a great play call there.
But we can see how strong Larry Christian is. We know he can get the yards when he needs them. 3 could be a tough task, but with this Barons offensive line, it wasn't that tough.
Chase Burrow. Play action, looking to the left side. He will throw a lob to Keyshawn Burks, and it is incomplete. Deflected by Keandre Davis.
Yeah, Keandre Davis on the defense there perfectly. He lobbed that one, gave him the chance with the one-on-one on Keyshawn Burks, the Army commit, and he could not come down with it with great defense. I like that shot, though, on 1st down. He had all the time in the pocket. Great sign to start this game with how much time he had in the pocket to really go through his reads, go through his progressions, and find his guy.
Looking like St. Pete Catholic is in their same formation. Chase Burrow to the screen to Burks, who has some, and he is down at around the 13-yard line.
Solid block by Alex Malishko allowed him to get all those extra yards there. We saw the defender get pushed away. That was all thanks to Alex Malishko. Let him get like 7, 8 more yards.
Yeah.
Chase Burrow pitches it for a touchback to Keyshawn Burks. He is juking to the right side, and he is down after a good gain on that play.
He actually juked me out with that. He faked the pitch to Larry Christian. I did not expect him to give that to Keyshawn Burks. What a play there. Got some good yards there. 2nd and short now.
Burrow with Brennan Wright and Keyshawn Burks on the left side of the field. And there is a timeout on that play for Seffner Christian.
Yeah, I think Seffner Christian really just took that timeout to catch their breath, really, to start this game. SPC is just running play after play after play. They don't stop. They don't really think at all. They're just going, going, going. And Seffner probably just has to slow down and say, you know what, guys, we got to assess what's happening here.
And we see Jesse Chinchar does that a lot. He's done that a lot this season. Whenever they get hot, whenever they have a solid drive going, they just keep plays going. They make sure nobody can get rest, nobody, and make sure the entire defense will get tired on the Seffner team.
And especially after the slow start last week, they are coming out and they want to come out fast, and they want to come out prepared so then they can run down the throat of Seffner Christian.
Yeah, and they are a first-half team. They have 280 first-half points. That means they average 35 in the first half. Exactly. That's 5 touchdowns. And even though they started off slow in the last game versus ODA, they were still able to meet that benchmark and get up to that total, which is impressive because they got most of their points in the second quarter. So it could just show how explosive this team could be.
Barron, 2nd and 3 on their first drive. Chase Burrow, play action, throws a screen pass to Brendan Wright, who will get the first down. He jukes to the left side, and he has daylight there, and that is a touchdown for the Barons.
Another great block. Alex Malishko allowed for that open space to occur. Brendan Wright will get into the end zone for a free touchdown. The leading touchdown scorer gets another one.
Yeah, I believe that's 15 on the year for Brendan Wright. I asked him today, I said, are you going to try and get 20? There's 2 games left. He said, of course I am. And simply, that was the bread and butter of the St. Pete Catholic offense. Give it on the screen pass, give it to the short passes, give it to your playmakers, let them make things happen, and that right there is exactly what they did. And last week, I said some things, and I jinxed it a couple times, so they're not even giving Dominic McAnally the chance.
Looks
They're
like
going
the
for
Barons
2
are
here.
going for 2. They snap it,
What is happening?
and there's a flag on the play.
Looks like it could be a false start. That was a weird snap.
I will say, though, this game, the last week in their first drive,
Burrow
they were
wasn't even
looking.
in the play.
They were looking for some deep shots last game in the first drive,
Looks
and
like a wildcat for Larry Christian. It's very odd.
very odd. I mean, Brendan Wright looked like he was the intended quarterback on that play, but
Oh.
now they will kick the extra point here.
You know, I jinxed it a lot last week. I'm gonna not.
You actually
keep-
jinxed
I'm
it
not
2
gonna. I'm
times.
not gonna
That-
keep
All
it
you have to
up.
do, Dylan Hutchinson, is just not mention it at
You know,
all.
keeping your
I'm
mouth
gonna
shut is an
mention it.
option.
Dominic McAnally's gonna bang this through, and I'm gonna do the
Oh
little
my
Big Mac
gosh.
jingle right after.
Yo, please don't say bad things.
I'm gonna say good things.
The kick is snapped, it's
Bam.
held, and it is
Told
good.
you. Ba-da-ba-ba.
See,
Barons are up
it only
7-0.
Your 4th time.
Barons are up 7-0 with 9:30 to play.
That
Just
was
a great first drive by this Baron team.
Yeah, Brendan Wright, that's his 12th touchdown of the season. He is leading this team in receiving touchdowns. As we have.
There's
We
a
have
there's a
Seffner
player
Christian
up
player
here.
coming into the booth. Yo,
Interesting.
you need to be in the
Can we
game,
hide the
young man.
stats?
Number 88, Nathan Hawsey, is up here in the box. Very interesting by the sophomore, who is 6'2" and 190.
Yeah.
That's a little Easter egg for
He's
you
going
guys.
up.
He is going up on top of the press box, ladies
By
and
the
gentlemen.
way, full uni on.
Yeah.
Full uni,
Oh.
and he has an iPad, and he is walking out of the press box.
Hey, good luck.
No, you are all good, Nathan
So
Hawsey.
let's have some analysis on this. Why do we think he came up? I think one of the coaches asked him, hey, I left something important up in the press box.
And
I
that
need
is-
you to go fetch it.
That right there was a team player. All right. He
We need to
went
shout
all
out
the way
Nathan
through.
Hawsey right there.
Shout out.
I mean, but that is not a great look for Seffner Christian. Unprepared. A coach does not have an iPad. Not a great look at all.
Well, maybe that's why they let up a touchdown.
Great start for the Barons as Dominic McAnally
Oh,
will.
wow.
Bring forward for me. Dominic McAnally will kick this ball away. It's
Nice
a great
kick.
kick by
Yeah,
Dominic
phenomenal.
McAnally. It is caught at around the 5-yard line. He will run it down the middle. He has some good blocks, and he is down at around the 23-yard line.
Dominic McAnally was playing some football at the sophomore retreat today. Had a little bit of reps at quarterback, and there is a reason why he
How's
is
he
a
doing?
kicker. He was not doing very well. Had to ref that game, unfortunately. A lot of offsides, a lot of false starts. Had to just let him go
Oh, yeah.
because it was pretty
I don't know
scuffed.
that, but now, ladies and gentlemen, Barron's defense, led by absolute weapons all over the field. Alex Mlishko,
most
senior,
of them seniors as
Forrest, the senior. One thing that I noticed is, Jesse Tintro's got a lot of work cut out for him next year. Because 17 seniors, and I'm pretty sure they all start. So
I
Yes.
will say, though, especially after this season, I think everyone will take notice of this Barons, and
yeah.
we will have a lot of
they'll
freshmen
get
that
more,
will be
more
coming in.
Canadians, especially. Jesse loves his Canadians.
Seffner Christian, it is a fumble, and he immediately lays on the ball, and he recovers it.
Ian Mankin was able to stop them from getting any forward progress. Reed McCollum at quarterback. He played last game. That was his first game played of the season, and he's getting back into the mix here once again. We don't know, but I'm going to assume that the starting quarterback is injured.
Did he have 2 sacks last game, too?
I don't know.
I will say,
I
though,
don't know.
extraordinary number for a quarterback there, number 82.
I love
He
it.
is
Well,
a huge guy as well, 6'3", 200, as he does also play linebacker.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that is another timeout for Seffner Christian.
Now, to talk about more of this new quarterback here, the reason he's number 82 and he's a big man, because he really plays defense. Last game, while playing quarterback, he had 3 tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss, and 2.5 sacks.
Unheard of for a quarterback.
That's impressive. Got all of this while being the quarterback, went 8 for 9, had a solid completion percentage, and they won that game 48-7. So all-around player for him. And another all-around player you guys should be looking for is Tyndale Pittman, number 4. He's listed as an athlete. This guy plays everywhere. He had a couple snaps as backup QB. He's not going to be that right now. He's also a backup running back and a wide receiver. This guy's everywhere.
And I think to mention the 6 foot, 355 pounds James Lockaby, the guard and D tackle. I think he's going to give some competition to Quinton Howard, our Mississippi State not commit. He got an offer.
Just got offered this week.
SEC offer. I mean, that's awesome.
And I did talk to
sophomore.
Coach Jesse Chinchar earlier.
Isn't that impressive?
It's awesome. Man.
I did talk to Coach Jesse Chinchar earlier, and he did say that by his senior year, he will be a national prospect.
Yeah, maybe 4 or 5 stars.
I mean, we will see.
That's awesome.
He's already getting Mississippi State in his sophomore year.
And that's not a bad program.
No,
that's SEC right there.
Fake handoff for the toss to the right side, and it is a fumble, and it is recovered by the Barons. And Davion Frazier will run that ball in for a Barons touchdown.
I don't know what was going on there. Some problems holding onto the ball. Kenyatta Davis, who made the game, the touchdown stopping play earlier on Keyshawn Burks, bobbles the football when it gets tossed to him. And a couple of bodies in the mix. Davion Frazier able to pick it up for his 2nd defensive score of the season.
Yeah, this is completely opposite of what happened last game. Last game started off a little slow. Both teams were kind of getting a rhythm. They had a 3-and-out. Today it looks like another classic Barons beat down, truly. And Dominic McAnally, I don't jinx. I just know the truth.
You do jinx.
And Dominic McAnally's going to bang this one through.
I will say, Davion Frazier's father walked up to me while I was hosting the pregame show, which you guys should tune in on. He came in. He just wanted us to talk great about his son, and it's, I mean, all well-deserved.
You don't have to talk.
We do not.
We could show.
It shows, and it's
Actions speak louder than words. Dominic McAnally, bang, bang.
Kick his place, and it is up, and Dominic McAnally right up the uprights, and it is 14-0. 8 minutes and 39 seconds to play in this Barons game.
Now, Jameson Shields said in the pregame show earlier that Dominic does not get a lot of recognition, and I think that's true. Dominic is now 50 for 53 in his PAT attempts. Now, that's about 95%, which is very impressive.
Phenomenal
when you talk about this sophomore kid here who had never kicked in as a kicker in a football game before. He is a soccer player. He's very good at soccer, and he also is very good on the football pitch, it seems, especially with this team that gets so many touchdowns, that he's kicking extra points every 5 minutes. It's impressive to be that accurate.
One thing that I would like to see is a field goal.
Well, they have had
in week 9 now.
One attempt, and it was blocked.
Got blocked. So I'd love to see him, kick something past 20 yards, but he's consistent, and that's what you need. You need a guy that's nice and consistent, and he's that bang, bang. Look
Dominic
at him go.
McAnally
Nice
with the kick.
Wow,
and
touchback.
That rolls in for a touchback. Has Dominic McAnally had a touchback this season?
He's had a couple. And the wind actually, it's with him. The wind is with him currently.
Wind in his
back.
back.
That really helps. It is a fairly windy day.
It is
today.
rather windy. If anyone's looking to go boating tomorrow, about 15 to 20 knots. So
thank you.
Might get seasick.
The Floridian audience, I'm sure, love that one.
I think everyone besides maybe Zach Corrigan's parents, who shout out. I talked to Zach Corrigan today. What a great guy, truly. Zach Corrigan.
Straight out of Canada.
I truly want to talk about the O-line when the offense is back on the field, because those O-linemen are some of the best people.
Oh, terrific.
And they go so underappreciated. They didn't let up a sack until week 6.
Wow.
That's unbelievable.
It's
And they only let up one until like week 8, and they let up a couple. But
yeah, but
to have no sacks in 5 games, it's
Reed
impressive.
McCullum throws a screen pass, and he gets to the line of scrimmage, but he is down immediately.
I did just see 3 of the offensive linemen do what I thought was a textbook chop block. Just went straight for the knees of all of our D linemen. I'm not sure if that's allowed in high school football, because they just went straight to the floor. But interesting play call on that screen pass there, and that's going to be 2nd down and 9.
Seems like it.
Yeah, that was
Great stuff happening here at Joe Paul Stadium. 14-0, 8:30 to play. Reed McCullum. Looks like more confusion by Seffner Christian.
Taking their time here. Very unlike the Barons offense that like to just move fast.
yeah.
Reed McCullum steps back, looks it right, and he completes the pass, and he will get a
Oh, wow.
fairly decent play on that gain as Jared Salmon brings him down on that
Yeah,
play.
Liam O'Brien, the tight end, able to make that play.
Jared Salmon, man, something about him. He just brings the fire to this defense. He's always talking trash. He's always getting in someone's face. He's always just kind of starting to fight. Not literally, but he loves to get involved and talk some smack. And you need that on your defense, and he brings that fire. Love
That
it, truly.
energy.
Yeah, love that energy.
3rd and 5 for Seffner Christian's second drive of the game.
Taking it slow, getting the right play called down.
Looks like the Barons are going to run some press coverage here. Jared Salmon's going to jam him right at the line, hopefully.
Reed McCullum hands the ball off, and he is immediately brought down by Davion Frazier.
Easy tackle for loss by Frazier. Surprised he went with the run there on 3rd and mid. It seemed like, you really only do that when you're going with all 4 downs. And, with that run for a loss, that's 4th and 2 long. You're going to have to punt there. I don't really see what the vision was there. But then again, Davion Frazier, a great play, easy stuff to get him down.
Yeah, 2 big plays on back-to-back defensive drives. He got the fumble for the touchdown, and then Barrett, big TFL on 3rd down to bring it to 4th down. Now it's going to be a punt. Brendan Wright, we said it last game, and then he did almost return it, but then it got called back.
And that would be
for a
the second
flag.
time, by the way.
I would love to see him finally get an opportunity to take one back.
Seffner Christian will punt it away, and it is almost blocked by Courtney Taylor.
Great punt.
As
Yeah,
Brendan Wright will not receive this one, and it is down
Yeah,
at
he
around the
could've-
25-yard
I'm
line.
not too sure about that play there. He could have probably let that one roll a little more, but made sure to down him right around the. But that's something that teams haven't really been able to do when the Barons kind of stick them in their own 20, put them back at their 20, because
Right.
usually the punts aren't that good. But that was a phenomenal
And
punt.
even when the punts roll back, we've seen Brendan Wright just pick it up and return it for 10 or 20 yards as well. So it's tough to pin them back there. And what's even tougher is to keep this offense at bay, to keep them stuck back in their own zone. We didn't see that. We saw it with ODA in the first quarter. The Barons didn't have it play in their opponent's drive for a solid minute. But they were finally able to break through, of course, and they've been breaking through this game already. This offense with a touchdown. Brendan Wright leading in receiving touchdowns
15?
with his 12th.
No, well, he's got 15 total touchdowns.
He does.
I actually asked him today. I was like, told him 126 yards, 2 touchdowns. That was my predictions for him, and he said, I hope that. I hope that.
He had his highest reception game, 9 catches against Northside Christian and about 80 or 90 yards with that, and a solid amount of touchdowns. So he's been able to get a heavy workload, even with the great receiving talent in Urel Stewart and Keyshawn Burks. Brendan Wright, and Brendan Wright has been able to stand out and be the touchdown leader.
Yeah, and then Brendan Wright asked me today. I was like, you've gotten the rushing, you've gotten many receiving touchdowns. When's the passing touchdown? He was like, this game, I think genuinely they'd give me a shot at it, because at the end of those games, usually he's handing off the ball a lot to Alex Bell, giving the freshman a couple reps, but I'd love to see him, throw one deep or just throw one in general.
Yeah, and he is the backup quarterback as well. So as he's having a little bit of a talk with Keyshawn and Milishko over there.
Trips left here, and it doesn't look like anyone's that looks like
That looks wide open.
Perfect.
Chase Burrell throws the screen
look at
pass to Alex Milishko, who will break a tackle. No, he will be tripped up for a really good gain there for the Barons.
Yeah, I wasn't sure defensively what Seffner was running. That might be the first team that has actually tried to play zone against St. Pete Catholic, which I don't hate. I think the zone defense, when ran correctly, is a phenomenal defense. It's just hard to
Chase
run.
Burrell play action, throws the screen to Urel Stewart, who gets about 2 yards on that play.
Urel Stewart, we know he has that firepower. He can go deep, get some flashy passes out. The first touchdown of the season, like I said, it was on a 4th down and mid, and Jesse trusted in Chase Burrell to go deep, and deep he went. He got a touchdown right there in the back corner of the end zone, so we know he can do some great things deep.
Chase Burrell throws another short pass to Alex Milishko, and it will be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that's the one problem with what they also sent pressure on that play. Maybe 5 or 6 people went at the quarterback there, and the problem with that is when you do go from zone to a man defense with how fast this Barons offense moves, you have 0 time. Like right now, free
Chase
rusher.
Burrell throws the screen to Larry Christian, who will get the first down and more. And he is pushed out of bounds at around the 30-yard line.
Brendan Wright getting some blocks there, and that might be unnecessary roughness. Flag comes in late.
But no, like what I was saying, with this defense, seems a little confused and very tired to begin this game, truly. I think the Barons offense is really testing them in a lot of ways, and they're doing a lot of short passes,
This is coming back.
which is really a killer to a defense that's so tired. and it's just worked brilliantly for SPC so far because they want to send pressure. I've seen about 5 or 6 people going at the quarterback in the past 2 plays, but it leaves all of your DBs and your safeties to pretty much play one-on-one, and that doesn't really work when we're just running those short passes. We're trying to, discombobulate. We're doing slant routes and stuff to try and change things up a little, and that's what's happening, truly.
Holding on the offense, and that will push this play back.
And a personal foul, so I believe that's offsetting. It'll be 3rd down once again. The dump off to Larry Christian always proves to be a solid play for the Barons because they can always find blockers. These dump-offs, check-downs, and screen passes, they can always find some extra yards there.
Yeah, it's good to see Larry Christian getting more involved in the passing game because we knew Demarion Rowe was kind of the passing back. You'd know Larry Christian was probably staying in the backfield if he was on pass play because he's a great pass blocker, truly.
He is.
But we didn't really see him as much in the receiving game, but with Demarion Rowe out, he kind of has to play the role of Rowe and the role of Larry, and he's doing both well in these past 2 weeks.
Moving the ball up
some confusion
forward.
on the field
what
here.
Is happening?
So I guess with the dead ball foul, they'll be moving it to a 1st down. So the holding call would have brought him back to 3rd and a lot, but because of the personal foul that happened after the play, it brings them up to a 1st down.
1st and 10 for the Barons. Chase Burrell hands it off to Alex Bell, who will get a good gain on that play for the 1st down.
Nice to see Alex Bell getting.
It would actually be short. It will be 2nd and 1.
Alex Bell has a couple of rushing touchdowns. We've been seeing him get a lot more involved now, of course, because of Rowe being out. Larry Christian will go back to being the sole back here.
2nd and 1 for the Barons.
Showing blitz. They'll be taking their time now.
And number 82, the quarterback, right in there, ready to blitz.
Playing everywhere.
Yeah, man, good for him.
Chase Burrow, play action, looking to the left side, and he
Keyshawn.
throws it deep to the left side for a wide open Keyshawn, and it is dropped. That would have been an easy touchdown for Keyshawn Burks.
That is an unlikely mistake from Keyshawn Burke, the Army commit. He was open. The ball was a little overthrown, but very catchable for him, and he just couldn't get his hands on it.
But yeah, he slowed down right before he extended his arms. I believe that he might have lost the football while it was still in the air. He was looking over his back shoulder. He took a step back, and he realized he had to extend a little farther out. Just couldn't grab onto the ball. Unlucky mistake. 3rd and short now.
I think this might just be a run like they did last time on that 4th down.
I don't think you can go wrong.
I don't think you can.
3rd and 1, and it's a play action, and it's thrown short to Alex Malishko, and he gets about 10 yards in that play. Great play by the Barons.
I think Larry Christian would have been taken down there, so
Yeah,
that was a solid option play there. Found Alex Malishko to get the 1st down and about 10 yards there. The Barons have been driving really well this game. They've been having some solid drives. Usually their drives are short because they have like a 50-yard play or something ridiculous in there.
Yeah, well, they almost had it, but then
They did. They were this close to having it, but they were able to move without that.
Like to see Yorel Stewart get
Chase
involved
Burrow,
here.
play action, throws it to the left side to Keyshawn Burks, and it is caught, and he is grabbed, and he is still up, and he is pushed out of bounds after a great play by Keyshawn Burks.
He was able to get around the defensive back there and get about 5-10 more yards extra there, and he was pushing for even more while getting grabbed by multiple Crusaders there.
Yeah, although the Barons offense has a lot of big flashy plays, their bread and butter is those short passes. And once again, it worked for a big gain of 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 1 there.
Is that a timeout? Or it might be moving the ball back.
Something.
Bad.
A lot of confusion today at Joe Paul Stadium.
Yeah.
Or maybe an equipment issue. We got Coach Juice fixing up the jersey of Keyshawn Burks.
Yeah.
Seems like they might have had the ball 1 yard too forward.
I don't know
Or
what's
water
happening.
break.
Did we do water breaks?
Yeah, TV timeout is what they call it here.
Yeah.
It is indeed a water
That's
break
usually
on
on
the
a
field.
dead ball, right?
Well, they did it.
Power to the people, I mean. Oh, official. Oh.
Oh, they have
They're
an
bringing out the
official
chain
measure.
gang.
Did
I've
not
never
see
seen this.
Very
No
often
way.
in high school.
Oh, the chain gang. This is awesome.
You never see this in high school. Is that Doug King over there?
It is indeed Doug King, and that will be a
First
first
down.
down for the
Let
Barons.
me
That's
tell you,
sick.
Duggan's King makes some fantastic food, and he's an even better chain gang guy. Look at that.
That will
He's been
be-
here every home game, by
that
the
will be
way.
a
And we're also
first.
using his internet.
Yeah, shout out to Doug King and the Project CK Internet. That was big ups to those guys.
Yeah, the chain gang. I love that. Ball don't lie.
I guess not.
Ball does not
So
lie.
they had to check out the measurement while at the same time getting a nice little TV timeout there. Clock will go running again.
Yeah, and for the Barons, I don't think they'd like that very much because that just gave Seffner a chance to catch a breath, which they never want their defense.
Chase Burrow play action, taking his time, looking right, throws it the deep right corner to Urel Stewart for a Barons touchdown.
That was a beautiful throw by Chase Burrow there. That was just a perfect route, and even better throw. He threw that when he wasn't even looking at the ball or even the quarterback. What a phenomenal catch and throw.
And you got to talk about those late hands from Urel Stewart. The DB had no clue that ball was coming towards him. Absolutely no idea that ball was coming his way. And Urel Stewart just looking over and just able to bring out his hands in the last second.
Nice.
We did see Charlie King on the field on that play. Looking at his new job there.
Charlie
He's a lot
King
better at that than he was at
in
this.
the new department.
Hey, let's not talk down on our fellow
He said that one time.
colleague. Kick is down, and it is up.
The kick is down.
The kick is down, and the kick is up as well. 21-0 for the Barons. 4:50 to play in this half. No, in this quarter. It is a crazy day here for me at Joe Paul
might be
Stadium.
selling.
Colby's
That's okay.
Colby
He's
had
just
to
a
do
rookie.
the pregame show. He did a fantastic job with that.
And he came just from the sophomore retreat, by
Chase
the way.
Burrow's #1 all-time. Single season Pinellas
By
County
the way,
passing touchdown record
With a game left.
with 36. 36 touchdown. That's the single season Pinellas County passing touchdown record, and he's got a game left.
I do the stats every game, and it always seems like this guy's got 5, 6, 7 touchdowns every game.
Wow.
It's impressive. This guy, every time, even with these solid running backs, he's always finding a way to get like 6 touchdowns a game. It's insane, and to get 36 passing touchdowns with only 2 interceptions, by the way, that's unbelievable. 18 touchdowns for every interception. Can you even fathom
If
that?
I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure like a great NFL season is 36 touchdowns. Like that's a phenomenal season
And
in the NFL.
he's only played 8
and
games.
for him to do that in 8, like literally half the games an NFL team plays, for him to do that, that's just amazing. 36
with
touchdowns.
running clocks as well, already blowout games.
If the clocks weren't running and it was like normal, like college football, for example, I don't think it's crazy to say he'd have 50 right now. I think he could. He's not gonna get 50. 40, definitely.
It's definitely
I
probable.
think he needs 4 more. I think he's gonna get 4 more this game.
That might be a stretch.
I want Brennan Wright to get 1. Actually, no. I hope he doesn't. I want Brennan Wright to get a touchdown. But I think he's gonna get 40 by the end of the season. Maybe 43.
Well, he will
40.
definitely get 40 by the end of the season, by the way he's going.
If we were betting people, I'd probably put the line at 41.5.
I think I would smash the over
42
very
and a half,
easily.
maybe, yeah. Yeah, the over would probably be like minus 350 for the people out there. Hard Rock should sponsor us.
Definitely very illegal to bet on high school sports. Could it be more illegal, actually?
Reed McCullum looking left, and he will scramble to the right side, and he throws it out of bounds.
Ooh.
Great
Yeah.
hit there by Courtney
Courtney
Taylor.
Taylor making the play.
Hit right to the legs there. That looked painful.
Stretching the lines of roughing the passer there.
Yeah. But I love the aggression. And he was quick, too. I mean, he was speedy. Ian Mankin was running, and he just came out of nowhere, and he tripped up his legs there. Nice.
This defense is definitely here, ready to play in this first quarter.
And I love the opposite directions that these coaches go to. I mean, these guys have a full huddle. Seffner, they have a full huddle. They take their sweet time, make sure everything is right with this play, meticulously plan it out. And,
Clearly
of
it's not
course,
working.
the team that spends about 10 seconds in between each play is up 21-0. Isn't that funny?
With 8 minutes played.
Reed McCullum throws a bullet to the middle of the field, and that will be incomplete.
Well defended. Keyshawn Burks was able to stay there. Flag comes in late, just thrown after the play. Seems like it might be going against the Crusaders. The referees will debate about it.
Yeah, I wonder
Now
what
they're
that's gonna
pointing towards St. P. Catholic.
be. Oh,
It might be a holding or
that
pass
was not a
interference.
great throw by the ref.
Face mask on Seffner.
Now, how does the offense get a face mask?
Great question, Dylan Hutchinson.
Using the hands in the wrong places.
That's a very unfortunate call there for the Seffner Crusaders.
Now it's going to be third and about a zip code.
They will.
33706, I'm pretty sure is our zip code.
33710.
33710.
10 is our zip code?
33710.
What's 06?
I don't know where you made that number.
I think it might be St. Pete Beach.
Anyways.
Let's stop talking about zip codes here. We were talking about football. 3rd and long, very long for Seffner Christian.
It's probably one of the longest third downs we've seen this season.
Yeah, this is
improbable.
This is like
If they
30,
convert this, I'd be surprised.
In motion, Reed McCullum will hand it off for the jet sweep. He rushes it, and he is down.
Alex Malishko able to make the play, absolutely stuffing him there, along with Tylen Huff applying the pressure. It's going to be 4th and a billion, so they're going to punt this off. Their opponent had a really good punt last time, so let's see if they can pin him back. Let's say at behind the 40 or the 30.
Yeah, one thing I do have to say is the past 2 weeks, the punters for the opponents of St. Pete Catholic have been great, truly. Last week, I thought the punter had a great game with the amount of work he had to do. I mean, he probably punted the ball.
He punted a lot.
7, 8 times.
Now, if you guys don't know who the punter is for St. Pete Catholic, I don't blame you because I think he's come out maybe 2 times.
Well, there is actually 2. Chase Burrell and Marcelo.
Marcelo is the primary.
Yeah. His brother played football.
He did.
He had a tricky punt last game with being deep in
not
his
a good
own
punt.
end zone. Not a great punt.
Great punt.
And Brendan Wright will pick this ball up. He jukes a defender. He jukes another defender. He jukes a 3rd defender, and he is brought down around midfield.
Solid play. Got him about an extra 5-7 yards there. Yeah, like I said, even if they take good bounces for the punting team, Brendan Wright is always there to just scoop it up and bring some yards back the other way. So great play there. Now the Barons will have it right before midfield. This offensive line, Dylan, you wanted to talk about it.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to talk about it. Let me say, 4 seniors on this offensive line. We got Mark Halsworth, Zach Corrigan, Grayson Zepp, and Zarion Capar. All these guys, amazing.
And we have Quinston
Howard,
as the other one.
Who's the last one, and he's the sophomore with an SEC offer.
Isn't that amazing?
You're all Stewart in motion. Chase Burrell hands it off to Alex Bell, who gets around 6 to 7 yards in that play.
Flashy run, Alex Bell able to zoom up the middle, quickly getting it's probably about 8 yards.
Yeah, the amazing thing about this offensive line is they can give their rookie running back opportunities to get a great hole for about 6 to 7 yards.
Are these
he had
guys.
a great game last week. Alex Bell with another rush, and he gets the first down and more, he will be out of bounds at around the 31-yard line.
If you watched the Thursday Night Football game yesterday, Kimani Vital, who was kind of a practice squad player, kind of just became the guy yesterday for the Chargers, and it looks like Alex Bell for St. Pete Catholic has really shown what he's made of, and I can see him getting a lot more reps this game and next game with the performance he's putting on right now.
Last week he had 5 carries for 38 yards. Very impressive game.
This is against starters. I mean, this is first quarter football.
Alex Bell is a freshman, by the way. This is the future of the team. Rowe is also a senior, not playing. Of course, he is injured. And Larry Christian, a junior, so only 1 more year with him here.
Alex Maleshko for the rush, and he pushes through a bunch of defenders, and he is still not taken down. But the play will be called dead.
Alex Malishko kind of being like the de facto fullback on this team. We've seen him get a couple of rushing touchdowns on the 1-yard line. He starts off lining up as a wide receiver / tight end, and then comes back in that nice little jog back to get that yard and touchdown. We know he can get some fierce runs as a wild card option as well.
I will say I loved that skip in motion by Alex Maleshko.
He always does a little
down. Oh, there it is again. Alex Maleshko, play action. Chase Burrow looking to the right side, and it is overthrown.
I actually
not a great pass.
I asked him about that today. I was like, why do you do the little skip? He's like, it's just kind of fun.
Like, that's just the personality of Alex Maleshko.
He wore guy.
Let's talk about his homecoming
suit. We talked about his homecoming suit before homecoming, the birthday suit. He wore it. It looked great. His girlfriend loved it.
I will say, too,
she was in full sport of it.
The Barons had their normal Baron walk, and he invited me to walk with them today. Very, very kind, very charismatic fella.
He's a gentle giant, truly.
There we go. 3rd and 9 for the Barons. 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Barons
I think you can hand it off and still have a 50% chance of getting the first down.
I'd like to see Chase Burrell get number 37, truly.
Timeout for the Barons.
I'd like to see Brendan Wright get a little more involved here to start this game.
I just still can't get over that Alex Malishko skip.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's a great little skip.
Well, the great thing about this wide receiver core is that, Brendan Wright has a touchdown, and I think he only has about, 2 catches this game, maybe 3, just because this offensive work is spread out so much. Alex Malishko, I can name like 8 guys who could make an impact on this offensive team, not even mentioning the offensive line. These guys are great at, getting the ball around, moving it around.
I will say, too, Urel Stewart last game had 1 catch for 31 yards. That was a very impressive play, but we are already seeing much more from him this game with a bunch of screen passes for him.
And he is more of a deep threat. We've seen him. He had a game where he had 2 catches for 87 yards, both a 47-yard touchdown and a 40-yard touchdown.
We are definitely seeing
Randy Moss type style.
Yes.
We are definitely seeing a lot more short passes and screen passes this game, as the Barons usually like to every once in a while look for the deep ball, as we have seen a few times, but not as much as we usually see here.
But their bread and butter truly is just those simple short passes to give their playmakers opportunities to do great things with the ball. And I could see in a moment like this, Keyshawn Burks getting in and Brendan Wright setting a block for him.
I don't even think you can predict it because there's so many things they could do.
I hope I predict it right.
Run.
Run
I'm predicting a run.
I don't think so.
I think they're
see,
gonna
Alex,
see another.
That's going to be a screen pass. Watch.
14 comes
Chase
around.
Burrell
Never mind.
looking to the left side, and he steps in, and he throws a great pass to Brendan Wright, and it is caught. He dances around, but he will be – oh, and it is a fumble. And it is recovered by Seffner Christian.
Wow, unlucky fumble there. I thought his forward progress was stopped. I was going to talk about the great pancake block that Zach Corrigan had. He absolutely shoved that defender to the ground. Unfortunately, Brendan Wright, when he got the football, he got stripped from the defense. It was a great defensive play, very close to the out of bounds. Lucky that it didn't roll out because it still would have been Barron's ball, but a big Seffner play.
I did think his forward motion was stopped. I'm surprised there wasn't a call on that, but they gave him the opportunity to run it, and that was a great punch out.
I do think he should have gone.
Exactly what Seffner needs to
That is definitely what they needed.
kind of get going here, but their offense has really not done anything.
And they need to score here.
I do think, though, he should have taken the safe route and just stepped out of bounds.
But I mean, he's a
foot.
playmaker. He's
That
good with
is
his
true.
feet. He's quick with it, and I don't hate the play, but you got to be careful with the ball.
There we go. Reed McCullum. He will have a QB rush to the left side, and he is down after a decent gain.
I believe that is his first fumble of the season. Not what we want to see there. It's giving Seffner a little bit of life as they have a solid rush there. 2nd and 5. You can experiment a bit here, but this offense really needs to score. They really need to get something going on this with that gifted turnover in the red zone. They need to put some points on the board with this player to have a chance of even getting close to the Barons.
Second and 5 for Seffner Christian.
Oh, it's only the first quarter. This has been a
Very
long quarter.
long first
and
quarter.
halftime's going to be even longer. 17 seniors.
You guys get
plus the
ready.
6 cheerleaders.
We will be showing all 23 seniors celebrating their senior night tonight.
In motion.
Yeah, that's a lot of seniors.
Reed McCullum looks to the left side, and he throws it way out of bounds.
That could be a lot of things. That
Flag
could
comes
be
down,
a
might be
holding, that
intentional
could
grounding.
No, I mean, there was kind of a receiver in the area. But the receiver, I think it was one of those plays where the receiver kind of has a choice to make. You can either do the curl or stick with the fly.
Illegal shift on the Crusaders.
A legal shift.
Yeah, I think too many. I don't know.
But
I was going to say
that
something, but it's
penalty
wrong.
was
Must have
It was
declined.
declined.
must have been an alignment that shifted.
Yeah, because I was going to say there's too many men in motion, but this is high school. Everybody can be in motion.
Is there no? There's no limit on motion.
Down
in high
and
school.
5 for
Is that
your
real?
Baron defense.
Anyone can motion? Like everyone can motion?
Well,
There's-
I think so.
Oh.
Because I don't think they have an illegal motion penalty in high school football, but illegal shift, you can't do that.
yeah, no. Illegal shift is a very simple. call
Third
to
and
make.
5 for Seffner Christian. With about a minute left to play in this first quarter. 21-0 for the Barons.
Yeah. They're setting pressure.
Reed
I mean, they're-
McCullum, another motion play by Seffner Christian. He is looking down the middle, and he throws a deep pass to the right side,
dot.
and it is overthrown. Great coverage by Forrest Loving. And
Pink flag.
pink flag comes out, and it looks like a pass interference.
They were going to call the pass interference on Forrest. At the end of that play, Forrest kind of grabbed his ankle. He was just kind of going down, and he didn't really mean to. I don't like that call. but I think they're definitely going to get him on the pass interference. It is high school, though, so it's not going to put him right at that mark. It's going to put him 15 yards ahead. Interesting call, though. I don't really.
Yeah, there was a solid bit of contact. I didn't think it was enough to warrant that penalty, but when nonetheless the call is made, I still think you'd rather take that penalty than that catch because it is only 15 yards instead of a 30-yard grab and maybe more.
Yep. Interesting. Oh,
two flags on that play.
That's a face mask. And
Flag was at the line of scrimmage, so I'm assuming it came from a D lineman.
yeah, that's gonna. Oh, the Seffner offense is just 20 yards back from where the ball is gonna be placed. 30 yards now.
Two huge penalties on that play to make it a first down for Seffner
Yeah,
Christian, which looked like another 3 and out.
Yeah, that gave him a free 30 yards.
It's another gift that they're going to have to capitalize on. Now the ball is at their own 47-yard line. They've got to get something going, at least get near the red zone, put some pressure on this Barons defense, use their mistakes against them. That's how you're going to win games against these guys, but it's pretty hard to win games against these guys.
Reed McCullum, another in motion. And it is a design QB run once again, and he will get about 2 yards on that play.
Reed McCullum with the quarterback.
Reed McCullum, solid QB runner. We saw him run a few times last game as well.
Stop by number 50, McCoy Taylor for the Barons.
Had 2 passing touchdowns, 121 passing yards, 167 QB rating in that game he played. So pretty solid day for him, throwing up the ball.
That was Recoy Chop Taylor with the tackle. He has been a monster on the field this season.
Definitely. He's been able to make these big sacks, big tackles for loss, making sure his presence is known.
And he's a junior, so he will be someone on this team that will be coming back next year, hopefully.
And that will be a false start.
Alex
Alex
Lischko
Lischko
doing a
let
little
us know.
dance there.
I just
signaling
love that guy's
that's-
personality.
Oh, yeah.
Flag on the play.
5 yards back. It looks like they're going like, where are they going?
I think they like to take their huddles pretty far back.
Oh,
Offside's
wow.
on the.
Encroachment on the
Encroachment on the Barons on that play.
So they moved all the way back
fans at
there.
Joe Paul Stadium do not like that call by the refs, and that will make it 3rd and short.
A big shout out to the fans here. This is the last regular season home game here. Of course, you will see us back here in the playoffs. This team is undefeated, district champions. They will be here in about 2 weeks' time playing in regionals, I believe. Yes, the regional quarterfinals.
Reed McCullum will hand the ball off. Tries to juke around defenders, but he will be down for a loss.
Football's out.
Oh, the football is out. And it is recovered by the Barons.
Oh.
And he is running down the sideline. 20, 10, touchdown for Davion Frazier.
His second touchdown of the game. Davion Frazier with another scoop and score. His dad willed it into existence.
Ball don't lie on that play.
Colin Shaw seemed to have knocked that ball loose. Davion Frazier making his presence known. He has the same amount of touchdowns as the entire Barons offense.
Wow.
Big play, Davion Frazier.
I mean, it was already impressive enough for him to have at least 1 touchdown this season because he is on the defensive side of the ball.
Right.
But that is 2 for him this game.
And that's his 3rd of the season, and he has a 2-point conversion, not to
Imagine the odds
mention.
of that. That's like plus 10,000.
I mean, as Dylan said, Hard Rock should sponsor us.
Yeah, if someone had that on their ticket, they'd be a very they'd take their wives somewhere nice tonight or tomorrow probably.
McAnally. I'll say it this time.
No.
I'll say it.
He's
We'll say it
banging
Kick
together.
is held.
Bang.
Dominic McAnally with the kick, and it is good. 28-0 to end the first
So,
quarter
so
for the Barons.
consistent this season, Dominic McAnally.
Fires in the first quarter.
4 for 4 today, only missed 3 extra points and a couple blocked, I believe. But nonetheless, always there, reliable presence on the football. Always able to drill it through the uprights. We saw his progression this season. His first few PATs, they're a little shaky. A couple of them had a little doinks on them. A couple of them, getting closer to the uprights. But he's been getting automatic, drilling them right through the middle.
Just a very impressive senior night there by Davion Frazier.
Yeah, I mean,
These seniors have been balling out. Brendan Wright has been balling out besides the mess up a little bit with that fumble there. But,
It ended up being just fine.
I mean, he will. I see him having a good comeback, and we will see in the next 3/4 of this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's still the first quarter, and it's felt like an eternity, if I'm being honest. It's a 42 minutes since this game started, and it's still the first quarter.
That might be a record. Well, we
This
know
is
that the first
definitely a
quarter
record.
is always the longest quarter.
Yeah, but
and
like this is like upsettingly long.
this
if
was
I'm being
pretty long,
honest.
and I think it becomes it came from all those drives that the Barons had that took a while. They started, they were out of bounds, had those first downs that you have to move the chain, stop the clock. That virtual measurement took a couple minutes off the
that
clock
was pretty
there.
cool.
I mean, we obviously know DeMarion Rowe is missed on the field, but he is on the bench, hyping up the players. I mean, I think he's a main reason we are up by this big in this game.
The main reason?
I mean, not the main reason, but he's part of the reason why Let's get on with this game.
If you guys don't remember Charlie King on Davion Frazier's pick 6, he called him Demarion Frazier. Colby Sandoval maybe this close to slipping up.
Not even close. I said DeMarion Rowe on that. And decent return by Seffner Christian. He is down at around the 35-yard line.
Jared Salmon, one of the people there to make that play, like you said. Big, violent man, loves to get out there and make these plays. And we'll see the defense once again.
Yeah. Such a dominant defense. Do we remember that one game a couple weeks ago where the offense and the defense were actually the main
That was probably
the game of the season?
That was a great matchup, and it's happening again right now. They're 2 on 2.
It's currently 14. Well, technically, if you count Dominic, it's technically 12.
Let's just say 2 touchdowns to 2 touchdowns.
It's technically 12 to 14, but besides one, 12 to 16 actually.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about
Just stop.
if offense and
Just
defense
cut
played,
it.
you know.
Cut.
To start this second quarter, Reed McCullum.
Caden Graham out there on the
Seffner
D-line.
Christian in motion. It's a pitch to the right side, and he will run it to the right side. And it is a good gain by Seffner Christian as he will run out of bounds for a 6-yard gain.
Jonathan Williams with the carry for the Crusaders.
Jonathan Wheels making that carry. What a
he was
name.
destined to play football. He
for
was
the Barons.
destined to be a football player.
Jonathan Williams. I
I
misspoke very poorly. Maybe you could call him Jonathan Wheels.
I will say, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if we mess up on the names here. Seffner Christian has 90 players on their roster here, so it is a little difficult for us to find the players needed.
Think about how expensive 90 players is, like equipment-wise.
Well, and of course the quarterback is number 82, so he's like last on the list. Oh, and coming into this game, we got to talk about this fun fact. Coming into this campus.
After this play.
Here, we'll let you
Reed
guys.
McCullum, another design QB run. He will run to the right side, and it looks like he will get the first down on that play.
Let me tell you about this guy's team bus incident. So I'm pulling into this into the campus, getting ready for this broadcast, and I see their team bus blocking both lanes of the entrance to the school. And while that's happening, I'm sat there stuck. I'm like, huh. So how this school is made is oriented. If you guys don't go here, there's like a roundabout coming in. There's 2 lanes going in and 2 lanes going out. So I had to go through the out, but I started in the in lane, just sitting there. And I'm like, huh. Their team bus is just stuck right there, turning in. Their football team had to push it back onto the road to get it back inside. It was unreal. I had to drive the wrong way. Police officer also escorted me through there.
Not a great start for Seffner Christian. Reed McCullum, a long pass to the right side, and it is incomplete. Overthrown on that play.
A little bit too much beans on there, but they had both their buses stuck, and they had the hood open. I believe it broke down or something. I don't even know.
The Seffner Christian fans did not like that no call on that play. They seemed to want a pass interference on that play.
Now, the thing about pass interference is, that ball wasn't really kind of catchable. It wasn't really close enough to the receiver where you can even, have a chance of making that call. And that's a tough decision to make because it's hard to know how catchable a ball can be when a receiver is hindered. But when a ball is too far out, I believe that was like 5 yards too much of an overthrow, so you're not getting that call really.
Yeah, there was just not enough contact at all to warrant a pass interference there. But the fans, they're on my 28. They're restless. I'd be pretty upset too we've been there. We watched
Second and
Barons
10.
football the past 3 years. It wasn't pretty.
Second and 10 for Seffner Christian at around the 46-yard line with an empty backfield. Reed McCullum on by himself. Reed McCullum throws a screen pass, and it looks like they're going to throw it. And he throws it to the deep right side for Reed McCullum. and it is incomplete. Almost intercepted by Davion Frazier.
What a play.
Yeah, I didn't like anything about that play specifically because they had their guy go back about 7-8 yards and then proceed to throw cross field. He just didn't have didn't have the arm for that. I would have liked to see him throw in the middle of the field or even his side, but cross field it wasn't.
Now
I
I will say
beans on it, like you said.
yes. Now I will say ODA's touchdown last game that they had, it came from that trick play, a little bit of a backwards pass, and Alan Clark was able to toss it cross field for a 50-something yard touchdown. That's what reminded me of that. That play was very similar, just not enough beans on it, you know.
Seems
Got to
like
get the ball to him.
Christian was watching film last week.
They have been studying. They did the onside kick too.
Reed McCollum with Keandre in motion. Fake handoff. Reed McCollum, another run. And he is hit. That is a massive hit by Courtney Taylor there.
Courtney Taylor made himself known last game, had 15 tackles, or 18 tackles, excuse me, last game, 3 tackles for loss. He had 9 solo tackles as well to add to that. And it's 4th down and mid. Do you go for it here?
I think at this point you have to go for it. You're down by a lot. It's not going to get any better.
They're not going for
Wow,
it.
They
that
are also
punter
across
really
midfield,
moved
so it's very
that leg
surprising
up.
why
It
they are
was
not going for it
forehand.
on this game.
Now, don't be surprised if you see a hard count or anything. Maybe get them closer. But a punt here, very interesting choice, especially down 28-0 already. You want to try and build some momentum towards your side.
That punter should try MMA. I mean, his front kick would be lethal.
Sutton Knight to punt it away. And it is a fake.
That is awesome.
They run to the right side, and they get the first down and more. He has some running room in front of him, and he's at the 10. He steps out, actually at around the 20-yard line.
Wow, so we did kind of hint at it. It's surprising to punt there. They pulled off that fake super well. They faked out the Barons team, and that is the type of play that they needed to get themselves moving. Keon Moore was able to get that 30-yard rush, and we thought we were going to see Sutton Knight get that punt off, but a great play there to get that moving.
Very impressive play call by Seffner Christian.
Bold plays is what gets you these, momentum shifting moments in against the Barons. That's what ODA had, and they stopped it, and they stopped winning.
Yeah, there's still a lot of time left. I'm not saying they're going to come back. They won't. I mean, there's still 10 minutes left in the second quarter here.
You got to make yourself known to start.
This is the deepest the Seffner Christian offense has been in this game at around the 21-yard line. About 10 minutes to play in the second quarter. 28-0 for the Barons. In motion. Another designed run for Reed McCollum, and he is trucked by Alex Malishko, but he was not tackled by Alex Malishko. He's tackled by Courtney Taylor.
That defensive line making themselves known. Always, Courtney Taylor, Malishko, Colton Shaw, making a play on these guys, making sure that they're known to this team. It's really hard to get through this defensive line. Every game, they're there, stopping runs, stopping big plays, sacking the quarterback. So if you want to beat this Barons team, you got to find a way to get through that first layer of defense.
You truthfully have to find a way to throw the football consistently, short passes, medium passes, because these Barons corners and these Barons safeties pretty much had their way with every opponent this year.
Reed McCollum.
Oh, that's...
And he is sacked by Colton Shaw.
Clearly they weren't watching the right film, because the one thing that you don't do is leave Colton Shaw free on the left side, because that's the easiest sack of his life.
And we saw Colton Shaw against Indian Rocks had 4 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, and that's because he just kept moving through the tackle. Like, I didn't think the right tackle was there the entire game, the amount of times he got to that Indian Rocks quarterback. And he's making himself known there. That's why you always got to stay on top of Colton Shaw, making sure he gets nothing positive.
3rd and long for Seffner Christian on their best offensive drive this game. Under 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this half. This is a big 3rd down for Seffner Christian.
3rd and long. They got to make something happen here.
It's a fumble, but it is recovered by Seffner Christian, and that will be 4th down at around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's another time that Kenyatta Davis has lost the football on that on a run play there. Very lucky to be able to get that ball back and stop any further damage from happening. And now 4th and long. You think they can kick a field goal from here?
Definitely
They're at the 31.
I have not seen.
It would be a 49-yard kick.
I don't think many high school kickers, especially in the 1A division, can kick a field goal that long.
I hope. Actually, no, it might get blocked. I still think my favorite moment of this entire year is when Indian Rocks before the half decided to chuck a 50-yarder up, and it just completely backfired.
Maybe.
What is that, like a 56? I mean, that was just not smart. Oh, Keyshawn Burks press him right.
4th and very long
He's
for
ta-
Seffner
he's
Christian.
talking.
Reed McCullum looking to the right side, scrambling to the right a little bit. Throwing it down the middle, and it is dropped.
Oh,
that player was wide open on that play.
slightly
Even if he made the catch there, you had Alex Bell and Jared Salmon to make the play there. So there was going to be a turnover on downs. First down, Barons.
Yeah, Ian Mankin there, able to break that pass up. Phenomenal
Even
defensive
after
stand there.
Even after what looked like a great drive by the Seffner Christian offense, the defense of Barons are, I mean, they're great at adjusting. They're great at adjusting to these offenses and these defenses too. And the Barons are just all about adjusting.
Yeah, their adaptability is something that we don't talk about enough. They're always able to figure out what the strong side of the offense is and counter it.
Larry Christian with the run. He jukes to the right side, and that is a good 9-yard gain for for Larry Christian.
I think back to the defense, something that they did so well last game is Alan Clark was really having his way early on in that game. He was getting 10 yards every carry, and then St. Catholic adjusted after maybe the 3rd drive and just shut him down the rest of the game.
Looks like that was a 10-yard
stuff.
game for Larry Christian, as it will be a Barons first down. Changing of formation here.
Can always watch Stu down low, see if he can get open
hands
deep.
it back off to Larry Christian, and he finds an opening, and he will get a good gain of about 7 to 8 on that play.
Solid run, Larry Christian. We know he can always power through for some yards. He's been getting some reps now. Of course, that row is injured again, but great runs there from Larry Christian, making himself known.
Brendan Wright in motion.
Screen coming.
Chase Burrow looking to the left side, and it is caught by Keyshawn Burks. Great play there by the Barons. And that will be a first down for the Barons.
First down.
6 minutes and 23 seconds left to play in this half. 28-0 for the Barons. Chase Burrow looking to the left side, and he will pitch it off to Keyshawn Burks. He jukes a defender. He's running to the right side, and he has daylight there. And that will be a touchdown for the Barons.
Yeah, what a play by Chase Burrow, a broken play. He had pressure immediately, and he just pitches that one off. A little Mahomey on that one. And it was a great play by Keyshawn Burks to go to the outside. He had that speed to get in the end zone there.
I did not know Chris Collinsworth was in this booth with us today.
I don't like Patrick Mahomes whatsoever.
Another great block for coming there. That was Urel Stewart making the block on Keandra Davis, absolutely stuffing in there. That allowed for that hole to open, and these guys have met their quota. 34 points in the first half.
Did that look like a design play to you guys, or did that look like a little bit of a mess up?
I think that was just the brilliance of Chase Burrow, and that is right there, number 37. He got the record. Now he's just extending it. Now he's just doing what he wants with it. He is the record holder, so he's trying to make it as great as it is. He's also the holder.
As Pasquale said, that did not matter. Dominic McAnally with another PAT. He is 5 for 5 today.
Yeah, and that's the quota, averaging 35 in the first half. They're going to meet that average and maybe exceed it. Still 6 minutes left in the second quarter.
6 minutes and 9 seconds left here.
Plenty of time for another touchdown from either team, but with this Barons defense, it's kind of hard to break through that defensive line.
This defense is phenomenal. This offense is phenomenal. This team is phenomenal. And really, this game's over. Pretty much, and
we never know what can happen.
No, I think we do know.
Yeah,
we said this for the first few games. These guys have blown out every team. It's not even entertaining anymore.
They're gonna blow out the team on Halloween next week in Haines City, and the real time here is the playoffs. The first game is November 13th. I'll be fresh off of eye surgery, so I'll still be at the game, but I'll be fresh off of nice eye surgery.
I'll be fresh off of some water and ready to go.
It's going to be a great game. It's going to be very entertaining, truly. But I think me and Mr. Kapolka, actually, in my meteorology class, looked at if the season ended right now, who we'd be playing, and it would be Carrollwood Day, who we absolutely smacked a couple weeks ago. So it's going to be an easy first round for the Barons.
I mean, before this game, though, Seffner was 7-2. They beat Indian Rocks, who we also beat, but they also lost to Outdoor Academy, who we beat 49-6 last week, and Northside, who we beat. They also lost to Northside, who we beat 2 weeks ago, 48-6. So
basically, we're beating everybody. Let's just put it simply.
by
Problem
a
is,
are we
big
going to
margin
states?
as well.
We might.
I think we will. But the problem is, I've looked at the Instagram and of like the FHSAA like power rankings. We're ranked 5 right now. In the comments, we're not too happy that we were even ranked 5 because they were like, oh, they haven't played anyone that's like.
What
good.
else do you want?
Which is, but the comment, there was the guy that posted it did say, it's not like they're playing bad teams and having close games. They're playing bad teams and absolutely killing them. That's another touchback for Dominic
Another
McAnally.
touchback for Dominic
But, like,
McAnally.
they're-
What a day he has had today.
They're
Yes.
playing bad teams, but they're absolutely killing them. And
Whoa.
when it does come to playing good teams, I think that won't change. But it is going to be interesting to see how they are. Maybe not in the first game, but the second game on November 20.
And I think playing bad teams is a conservative approach to this because they've been playing teams with winning records. Seffner Christian has 7-2. They have also blown out teams in different fashions. Of course, when they meet the Barons, it's not even close.
Yeah. I mean, there
no
is
team
levels.
has scored more
There
than
is
7.
levels
There
to
is
this.
levels. Northside Christian was 6-1 until we played them and absolutely blew them out of the water. Talk about that for a win. That was probably the biggest one of the season.
Yeah, it was. Because, I mean, that was the district game. District champs for the first time in 20 years.
No, it's since 2013.
Really? I thought you said 20 years.
Let's not
Coach Juice is
fact
lying to
checked.
me on Instagram.
That I had to fact check because that was poorly stated.
I mean, but it was looked at to be false. That by, let's say, Jonathan Shields, he said that statement was false. But anyway,
Anyways, let's move
that
on.
is an incomplete pass by Seffner Christian, intended for Keon Moore.
Elijah Shorter able to get that pressure there. The freshman starting always, making it strong presence.
After-
has a pick 6 in the season. Very
After,
good player.
An unfortunate Northside game, he got targeted a lot. He made a couple mistakes. He got beat, actually, a little, a couple times that game. He's really just had such a good comeback. I mean, he was playing great. That game kind of set him back, but ever since, he's been pretty dominant, truly.
Reed
And-
McCullum with Keon Moore in the backfield. In motion. Another design QB play for Reed McCullum, who will run to the right side, and he will not even reach. He will barely reach the line of scrimmage.
It seems like with all these QB runs, he always has to, go outside because all of the gaps are blocked. They're all taken up by the defensive lineman, so he just has to go out and try and salvage a few yards there. And it's going to be 3rd and 10. Just like you saw in that play, all the gaps are blocked by all the linebackers and defensive linemen, so he had to run outside, try and get something, couldn't get anything. Big stops there. Making
3rd
the
and 10
presence
here
go.
for the Seffner Christian Crusaders.
The music going here.
We got to talk over
Turned
so we
down
don't
for
get
what?
copyrighted.
Under 5.5 minutes left to go in this first half. 35-0 for the Barons.
Seems like it might be another 3 and out, unless they can convert this one.
Reed McCullum backing up, looking to the left side, and he will throw a bomb, and it is overthrown once again.
Yeah,
Colton Shaw was going to get to that quarterback there. He was double teamed, which is very smart.
That was actually very impressive by the O-line. They gave him a lot of time, a lot of space to go through all of his reads. He threw that ball a little deep, actually very deep, and that's going to be another 4th down. Interesting to see backed up really in their own territory if they go for that. Well, I think the Barons are probably going to play a little more conservative on the special teams unit here, but interesting. It would be absolutely absurd and awesome if they actually went for another fake punt and got it. I doubt it,
I
though.
don't think they're going to do that.
Yeah.
Another 3 and out here for Seffner Christian.
Only took about a minute off the clock. They scored at 6:09.
They're going to exceed their quota, by the way.
What did
Sutton
Jamie
Knight.
predict? 70-6.
There's
Okay.
a chance.
This
I don't
ball-
think they put up 6 points.
Brendan Wright
Oh,
spins away from a tackle, and he is looking to run. 50, 45, and out at the 40. Great
Solid-
return there by Brendan Wright.
Yeah, like I said, Brendan Wright always with a couple of bounces just scoops it up and moves forward like nothing. That's very solid from him. He's always able to pick up 10, 15 yards when you least expect it. And the Barons are going to start at their opponent's 40-yard line. And it seems like they're in prime position to get another touchdown very easily. I expect the run game to be a big factor of their offense. I think they're going to play with a lot of running and with a lot of a running style. And don't be surprised if they break through and get like a 30-yard rush.
Alex Bell back there again. Really give him a lot more reps at running back than usual.
Great to see Alex Bell back out there.
He's having a fantastic game.
He is.
It.
It is 1st and 10 for the Barons at around the 40. Alex Milishko doing another skip. You love to see that.
Oh.
Play action, looking to the right side. He steps in, throws it right to Urel Stewart for a Barons touchdown.
Yeah, that was just textbook there. They did the fake little skip with Alex Milishko, and it was just Urel Stewart beat his man, and absolutely perfect throw, perfect catch. One play drive there for the touchdown.
And that's
And we have a coach coming out of the booth for St. Pete Catholic. He thinks his job's done.
That's the Urel Stewart we know and love. That just getting that big deep play, 40-yard catch, and run for an easy touchdown.
I mean, after a slow game last week with 1 catch, 31 yards, he is having a massive senior night tonight. I mean, deep play, great call, another great call by Jesse Chinchar. I mean, that was just magnificent. I mean, and then you have to add on a little spice with Alex Milishko's skip once again.
Gotta love the skip.
Urel Stewart just beat his man completely into the end zone quickly.
And it's too
Dominic
easy for
McAnally,
Chase
he's
Burrell.
going to bang it one more time, please.
And it is up and it is in. 6 for 6 for Dominic
He's
McAnally.
good.
42-0 with 4 minutes and 47 seconds left to play in this first half.
I would probably say, we've said this for like probably 6 weeks straight, this might be genuinely their best performance so far.
Well,
Because it's 42-0 with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. The running clock will start pretty much right after halftime. They'll probably get 60. Jameson, I'm pretty sure on the pregame show, which you guys should watch, I think he bet 70-6. It's not at the 6 might be the problem, truly.
And to put into perspective how many touchdowns they've been scoring, this is the 6th touchdown of the game in just 20 minutes of game time.
I will say,
that's crazy.
My prediction was 69-0. I mean, that is definitely doable. And Dominic McAnally could miss a kick on the 10th touchdown of the game.
Well, I think what's more improbable is the fact that this team could score 6 points. I don't think they're going to put up any points. The Barons have shut out 3 of their opponents this season. The other 5 have only put up 6 or 7 points, and they have not put up more than that. I don't think they're even going to put up 6. So
Yeah, no, there's still yet to be a team 8 games into the season that has put more than 7 points up on
Dominic
the Barons.
McAnally to kick it away. It will land at around the 10-yard line. It is received. He will jog it out, and he tries to find an opening, but he will be down at around the 30-yard line.
And to put up this magnitude, I just want to tell you guys the scores from every game. If you guys haven't been following along every game this season, we are here for every home game. But I'm going to tell you, including the preseason, 41-5. Then they won 50-0, 47-7, 43-0, 56-7, 56-7 again. 63-0, their biggest win came against Victory Christian. And then 48.
Wasn't a victory. Sorry.
It was not. 48-6 Northside, 49-6 ODA. And they already have 42 points in the second quarter against this team. This team is so dominant. Their offensive presence always putting up points like they're playing against kids. And then their defense is always stopping them in relatively easy fashion.
I think this halftime show with all the seniors walking out might be longer than the entirety of the second half.
Might be. I bet that it will be.
More confusion on the field here at Joe Paul Stadium. The refs have... Never mind, I'm not going to mention it.
To talk about the halftime show, let's just move forward. To talk about the halftime show, we will be broadcasting it here, so you need to watch it. All the 17 seniors on the football team, 6 cheerleaders that are seniors.
Hand it off.
We'll be celebrating.
You'll get around a 1 to 2 yard gain there.
Elijah Shorter and the number 4 on the Crusaders were just going at it on the sideline, completely nothing to do with the play.
I mean, you'd love to see the competitiveness still here, even though it is a blowout.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a little bit of fire in the Crusaders right now. They're angry. You know, no team ever wants to be down 42-0 with 4 minutes left. Like we haven't even reached the halfway point of the game, and it's not close.
John Snellings with the rush there.
And like I said, he had to go to the outside because he just can't find any inside gaps open.
Reed McCullum under center.
Oh,
And
absolutely
the Barons,
Chop
McCoy
Taylor.
Chop Taylor jumped on that play, so that will be a penalty on the Barons.
Looks like encroachment on the Bears
We've seen
defense.
a couple of games. I believe it was the Victory Christian or the Southwest Florida Christian game where they had so many encroachment, pre-snap penalties, false starts, and things like that.
And I will say, last week we did mention those mistakes can fly against these teams that we are blowing out, but when we get to playoff time, those mistakes cannot happen.
Right.
Reed McCullum under center once again. He will hand the ball off to Bo Knox, and he is crushed. But will he get the first down on that play? It looks like he will. Maybe we'll bring the chain gain back out.
I hope
Bo
so.
Knox, more of a goal line running back, has only 27 carries before this game, but 9 rushing touchdowns.
Wow.
So he definitely is able to, when they're on the goal line, he's like Javonte Williams back that one season, 2020, 2021.
Why did they trade him to the Saints?
I don't know. But anyways, Javonte Williams, if you guys don't know, he was on the Broncos, and he literally only got goal line touches. He had like a ton of touchdowns while only getting goal line
17 at
touches.
your
All right, let's go back to high school
And he had
football
one
here.
the next year.
First down for Seffner Christian. Reed McCullum once again under center for the third play in a row.
Dang!
Another pre-snap flag.
Another flag down.
The offensive lineman there absolutely shot like 2 yards forward, so that's going to be a false start.
False start for Seffner Christian, and they will be backed up.
Crusaders will back it up again.
It will be first and 10.
Yeah, I mean, they really like going at least 10 yards back during their huddle.
First and 10 here with
What do
less
you
than
mean?
2 minutes left to go in this first half. Blowout here, 42-0 for the Barons.
I can't wait for playoff time when we have to call an exciting game. I think that's going to be
won't
amazing.
The first round probably won't.
And
be
we
too
won't want to do an exciting game. We want to see the Barons crush the other team.
You got a
exciting.
good
If I'm
point.
being honest, I think I'd rather see an exciting game. Like, it's fun watching the Barons kill every team by a lot, but
Well, eventually they're
I
going
think
to run
everyone
into a
wants
tough
some
team.
good football. And we're going to get good, like, we might not get good football the first 2 games, but, CCC, Chaminade, like, those are good teams down the line.
And I will say, for my commenting debut last week, I did think that was going to happen. With us trailing for the first time this season, but then they came out and scored 49
ODA
straight
started
points.
really well, but the adaptability of the defense, like you said earlier in this game, this defense can adapt so well and just shut down every good thing that happens from another team's offense. That's why they win these games by like 1 billion points every time.
Poor guy.
It will be rushed by Bo Knox, and he will go nowhere.
Seems like there will only be one play before the half.
Yeah,
They're
they're really
running the
just
clock
running the
out.
clock out. They're just sad at this point. I would be.
And there's a flag after the
That's-
play.
Yeah, that was definitely some extracurricular there. Tempers are high, down 42. Wouldn't be too surprised if that's going to be a unsportsmanlike conduct on. I actually don't know who.
No teams are moving anywhere, so referees are still discussing what this could possibly may be. We'll get the call now.
Oh, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Barons. We have seen plenty of that this year.
Yeah, the discipline does need to have some work done.
That is
before-
their third 15-yard penalty of the game.
Yeah.
That does hurt, as Seffner Christian is, for the second time today, past midfield.
Not gonna lie, I think they have more penalty yards.
No, they do.
No, they don't.
They probably did. Oh, no, the punt return probably got him a call. No, the punt.
No,
the
the
fake punt.
punt
yeah.
fake, yeah.
Yeah.
Chop
But
Taylor coming out of the
still.
game.
I still think they're probably
Penalty
about
yards are
60
big,
penalty.
big factor.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Reed McCullum under center once again. Reed McCullum handing it off to Bo Knox for a 5-yard gain. He is still pushing, and he is still up.
Oh, that was
And
unnecessary.
That looked unnecessary, but
Courtney
there will not
Taylor.
be a flag on that play.
And that's going to be halftime here. And now
And that will be halftime here. We will keep the broadcast going as it is senior night, and we will
yeah,
show the senior night
we
ceremony,
will
and
be back in 30 minutes.
that will be halftime. Welcome back to the Barons broadcast. SPC is winning this game 42-0. And great senior night here. Ceremony, great. So many seniors celebrating the seniors here tonight. Pasquale, what did you see from the Barons in the first half?
Well, the seniors, let's talk about them because they've been making a big impact, especially on that defensive line. They have been so strong in keeping the quarterback and running back at bay. They have been able to neutralize them from getting any solid yards by making them go towards the outside on their runs. Getting only 1 or 2 yards per run, it's not enough to cut it. So they have to force passes over the middle that are incomplete. Again, seniors on the defense like Forrest Loving and Keyshawn Burks on the defensive back side in the secondary of the field, just nothing able to be going for Seffner Christian, and the offense has again been doing enough work to.
Dominic McAnally to kick this second half off.
He has been booting him today.
Jogging down the middle, and he finds an open space. But he is down around the 27-yard line.
Nice double leg tackle there to get him down around the 25-yard line.
There was an opening on that play, but it was immediately shut down there by the Barons kicking team.
Yes, Alex Bell, backup running back, has been having some good runs as well as these special teams plays. I believe that's his second or third tackle of the game here today. And this Barons defense is coming back out, guys. There's nowhere that you can really look. That's not the right place to look for this Barons defense. They are stoppable everywhere, and they're not letting anything through. Again, 0 points on the board for Seffner.
Yeah, pretty much domination in this game in the whole season. That's going to continue into next week and hopefully the playoffs.
Reed McCullum here to start the second half. He hands it off, and he jukes in and out, and he is down for a fair gain there.
Even after getting out of bounds, it is important to mention that it will be a running clock. This will be a very fast, about 25, 30 minutes of football here. And I think at this point in the game, the Barons just play it safe, play it smart, stat pad a little. Obviously, that's definitely going to happen, and just work on things that, I mean, really just master your craft, truly. And you can never get too many reps at something, and that's going to be really helpful for the Barons here.
Slow-moving offense, like we know they have been doing all game.
Yeah, it's been 2 minutes, and this is their second play.
Reed McCullum hands it back off, and he will run to the outside for a good gain for Seffner Christian for the first down.
Keon Moore able to make himself a little bit more known. Passing through that Barons defensive line, the offensive line for Seffner Christian has been able to make some holes up, and that's a solid first down run for Keon Moore, excuse me.
Even though that was a great run by Seffner Christian.
Taylor doing a little dance after that first down there.
Great there by Courtney Taylor.
Yeah.
But even though that was a good run by Seffner Christian, the Barons defense just does a great job by swarming the offense of Seffner Christian. They do a great job of just being able to put the offensive players down.
They don't allow many yards before contact, ever.
Reed McCullum hands the ball off to Bo Knox, who is immediately stopped as he is going nowhere.
The goal line back, getting some touches, not at the goal line because, well, Seffner Christian haven't really been able to crack the red zone really much today. They've only had a couple of plays near there, and it led to the fumble recovery, I believe, right, or something along those lines. And
that's a win.
Yeah, and Bo Knox, a solid back, has 9 touchdowns, just not being able to break through here. And like you said, with the Barons defense, they're really good at adapting, and they're adapting to this run-style offense that they have been starting to run now, and stopping them in their tracks. I don't think they get a first down here, to be honest.
Reed McCullum hands the ball off to Keon Moore, who is immediately stood up at the line of scrimmage.
Eaten by the entire defensive line there.
And they're wrapped around and threw him back down. That's going to be another tackle where he's going nowhere once more.
Great emphasis there by Dylan Hutchinson, as it will be 3rd and 9 for Seffner Christian. They have, this whole drive, they've been going with the same formation with Bo Knox and Keon Moore both in the backfield, with Bo Knox playing as sort of a fullback in front of Reed McCullum.
They have a plan for this second half, and it's to run as much clock as possible to try and make this look as good as possible.
Interesting formation.
4 minutes they've ran pretty much. What the
interesting formation.
I
Reed
like
McCollum
it.
under center. He hands the, no, it's a play action. He rolls out left.
Completely
He is
faked him.
looking down the middle, and it is caught for a Seffner Christian first down.
Yeah,
That's
great.
Liam O'Brien, the tight end, making his second catch of the game. A solid first down there to get the chains moving, and they're in the Barons' deep
What a
territory.
fantastic play call there. I mean, it had everyone, including Ian Mankin, fooled, and he was wide open.
What looked like a strange formation turned out to be a great gain for Seffner Christian.
And it ends up being like that again. We said it earlier in the game. The wacky stuff works against this Barons defense. You have to catch them off guard. You have to do some weird things. You have to do some weird things.
They won't work.
Because especially they've been trying to get that run play going, and they've started to stop it after their first down. They knew it was coming, and they expected that, and they had a good rollout play.
It looks like they're going with the same formation here with Reed McCollum under center.
Well, now they're going to expect it.
Hand the ball up to Bo Knox, who is immediately shut down by Courtney Taylor.
Making his presence known, Courtney Taylor. 18 tackles last game. I said that before. I'll say it again. That man knows how to get to the man with the football, and he made himself stop.
On that D-line, number 53, Caden Graham, who many people may not know because I don't think we've talked about him yet, but
I have one time
the
mentioned.
The freshman, Caden Graham, out there doing good work on that D-line, getting pressure immediately. Shout out to Caden Graham.
2nd and 11.
On a stacked D-line as a freshman.
Yes.
See that?
2nd and 11 here with
Oh,
6 minutes and
they're
30 seconds to
stacking
go
the
with
box
Reed
here.
McCollum under center. His play action, rolling out to the right side. He's looking, he throws a bullet, and it is caught for a Seffner Christian first down. Great play
I'm
there.
surprised he threw that there because he still had the tight end wide open there. Liam O'Brien had that right there, but John Snellings was able to make the catch and get a first down. Yes, and a timeout will be called.
This is exactly what they needed out of the half. I mean, obviously this game's a little out of reach, but to do this drive and to run the clock, it's 6:09 once more. They've burned 6 minutes on like maybe 8-9 plays, which is absolutely phenomenal. And that's what they want. Because 42-0 looks a lot better than what it could be.
Yes,
And
exactly. And
that is it's a fantastic play calling. I mean, they're trying things. They're going out of maybe the normal playbook and trying some of those weird, funky play actions, and it's working. Then the quarterback's making the throws he needs to make.
I mean, they do wish that they came out the same way in the first half, in the first drive, but I mean, very impressive to start the second half to maybe trim down the score a little bit more.
Yeah, and to at least give their players some confidence, because at this point you're playing for pride. You're playing for the badge that you have on your crest, and to do that, and you know, finish this game off strong, even with the start that was bad for them, but to have a strong finish is always solid to keep that momentum moving on for the next game.
I will say, even though this Seffner Christian offense has made it to the 20-yard line, I say this is their best drive of the game. I mean, because when they did make it to the 20-yard line, it was off of a fake punt, which looked like should have been a 3-and-out. But this is by far the best play calling they have had all game.
And when their other drive that they got to around the 30 and the 40, it was because of those penalties that brought them close to there, those two 15-yard penalties that were detrimental in getting them there. And they've been doing good play calling to get moving.
I mean, this odd formation once again, I mean, it is working, and
false start there.
Looks like it will be a false start.
Oh,
Seffner Christian.
Alex
Malishko. You just gotta love Alex Malishko.
Yeah, I liked that little squat into the kind of the first down
There we
signal
go.
going the wrong way. That's going to be 1st and 15 here. They're right at the line of scrimmage, though. We like to see that. Usually they take at least 30 seconds, 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage to call a play.
You don't really have that type of luxury with this running clock.
No, you do not.
Reed McCollum under center. He hands it off to Bo Knox, who gets around a 5-yard gain there.
Let's talk about what happened up there on the top of your screen. Keyshawn Burks just absolutely threw that man, John Snellings, forward. I'm surprised that I didn't see a flag over there because that was some unnecessary roughness if I've ever seen some.
Well, hey, tempers are high.
Keyshawn Burks, just such a physical player, able to contain the offensive end. Dylan Hutchinson.
Short game, 2nd down and 12.
Under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. This Seffner Christian offense has been able to trim down 7 minutes on this first drive of the game.
Yeah, phenomenal stuff, really. That's exactly what they need to make this score look a little better and to give them a little more confidence heading into their final match for the season. Because they're going to be, what are they going to be, 7-3 after this? Like, that's not. That's
Hands the ball off to
solid winning
Bo
record.
Knox, who is immediately tripped up by Courtney Taylor.
Another tackle for loss for Courtney Taylor. Great way to get down low and stop the run.
Second and long here for Seffner Christian.
Third, actually.
Third and long.
Going to be a
Thanks for the
tough
correction.
conversion there.
But I mean,
Even
at
with
this
this
point,
great drive.
at this point in the game, you're going for everything, and there's no doubt it's it's 4 down territory.
2 chances to get about 12
So I mean,
yards there.
right now they could try and do a run play and then have to do a pass, or you can pass now, run later, pass.
If you ask me, I think the run is just not effective anymore
I
against
think you
this
try
Barons
one of those
defense.
funky
You
little
gotta,
play
you gotta
actions.
throw something deep, do something weird.
Looks like their formation
they
switched.
did go deep
to
early
the
in the
left
game.
side.
Didn't it? It looks like a QB sneak. Why is he lined up?
Blitz
like
Reed
that?
McCullum rolls
Oh,
out to the right, and he throws it straight out of bounds after the great pressure there by the Baron defense.
Yeah, he felt total pressure there. There was 3 guys coming towards him. Alex Malishko, Ian Mankin, and Caden Graham are all in the quarterback's face. Absolutely nothing he can do there. 4th down and long. They're going to stay out. No, Reed McCullum, or maybe he will stay out.
They're gonna let him
field.
kick this. I mean, I'm all for a big kick right here, but this is just, it's like that's about a 50 something yarder. Like that's a hell of a kick. Oh, I can't.
4th and very long, about 12. At around the 35-yard line. 42-0 here. The Barons are leading with 3 minutes left to go. Reed McCullum with this odd formation that has been working a little bit.
He goes under center here. I'm surprised to see that.
He's been doing that for this whole drive, and it is timeout here for Seffner Christian. But their second of this drive.
Yeah, but on 4th down, you gotta. Yeah, I feel like you gotta just drop back and try and make something work. So that's why I'm surprised to see him there. But they're gonna take a timeout, maybe run a new formation and devise a new play up. We know that they're the type of team, take their time, make sure they run a good play out. We've been seeing that all throughout this game.
Yeah, and I mean, a 10-minute drive.
I mean, that's the most impressive thing I've seen today.
I'm surprised.
Well, it is a running clock.
Yeah, I mean, 10
But still,
minute drive
10
with a running
minutes?
clock.
Yes.
They did what they had to do. 'Cause, I mean, the Barons' offense has not seen the football field in probably around 45 minutes to an hour at this point.
Yes.
And they're probably going to come out and score pretty quick or do something and give it right back to them. And I wouldn't be surprised if they have another long 6-7 minute drive
Right.
in the 4th quarter to
Now-
really just end this.
This Barons team is averaging 51.5 points per game. So to meet that quota, they need a couple touchdowns here. And they're making that tough, is Seffner Christian. They've been over here, with this long, drawn-out drive, still going at the, 4th down here. They got to convert it to keep it going. Will be a tough conversion, but still, nonetheless, a pretty solid performance, giving some pride and confidence in these players.
Long 4th down here for Seffner Christian with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in their first drive of this half. And Reed McCullum in the gun. He's looking to the right side, and he throws it long, and it is caught. What a dime by Reed McCullum for the Seffner Christian touchdown.
What a great catch there by Snellings. Able to get to that ball, John Snellings. What a great play, and those are the 6
I
points
think
that
he
were
might have
needed.
just gotten injured on the celebration. Like,
Oh,
badly.
no.
Wow, yeah, he
wow.
I mean, he went up to give a little jump with his teammate, and he landed very wrong. That's terrible.
Not something you want to see, especially when you have, you get that touchdown. You
man.
bring some life back
Oh,
into your
wow.
team, and that's unlucky there. A great catch, nonetheless, a great throw from the quarterback, and
I mean, on a drive where it looked like they were going nowhere, completely flipped around, and it was just a great pass, great play call. I mean, just a great play for
and that
Seffner Christian.
timeout definitely helped there very well. They were able to, again, and he started in the gun. He started dropping back, which was good. And they were able to convert that 4th down, able to get that touchdown, install some life into this team. And that was a really solid play there. They've gotten some points now on the board. They've done better than 3 of the other St. Pete Catholic opponents that they faced this season, getting some points on the board.
After a very, very long drive
10
there.
minutes.
10 minutes, 2 minutes,
Ends in a
so there's
touchdown
2
here.
minutes and 9 seconds left on the clock as we are awaiting the extra point but there is a player who looks like badly injured with players kneeling down.
We have the fire department coming out here. It's so sad too, because I mean, what a great touchdown.
It really was a wonderful
then
catch
he-
and a great throw by Reed McCullum.
He just wanted to celebrate his amazing touchdown, and that's so unfortunate. We're praying for him. We hope he's doing all right. Oh, he's
Gets
up.
up.
Oh, wow,
it
he
seems.
gets straight up.
Oh, I think it was a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
If I had to say.
Walking
Oh,
off on
he's
his
hype.
own power.
Oh,
Might be
he's
some
hype.
adrenaline kicking in.
Hey, I mean, if
Oh.
I scored a touchdown like that, I'd
know.
be pretty happy too.
Is that number 12?
I have bad
72, I
eyes.
believe.
70. Yeah.
So maybe he wasn't the one that scored the touchdown.
That was
but
not. It was Ryan Rogers that it seems like that was over there walking off on his own power. Great to see that.
Number
And
72, Ryan
let's
Rogers.
mention.
Please give my hand. He's up and at him on the.
Let's mention James Lockaby, who we talked about earlier. 6 foot, 355 pounds out there on the special teams unit.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big guy, and
Good luck getting past him.
yeah, good luck.
Let's just
I know
say
Mark,
that.
I
Mark
really
Holzman's
wanna
on
see
that
that.
special teams. I'd like to see him go one-on-one against him.
even though they are on opposite sides of the ball, I do want to see Quinston match up against Lockaby.
I think Quinston's
That would
got
be
a little
awesome.
too much height on him. I think he kind of throw him.
Well, Lockaby does play guard and D tackle.
Now we have the kicker out here, the big kicker, number 50.
Suiton Knight, who is also the punter.
Getting his first PAT of the game.
Ball snapped, it is held, and the kick is up, and the kick is
Great kick. Phenomenal.
good. 42-7 with 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Impressive 10-minute drive there for Seffner Christian.
Very impressive. They were able to expose this defense, and I didn't think that would be happening. They were able to, switch from the run game. They started going on the run game. It stopped working, and they were able to realize that and take their timeouts, regroup, and figure out a solid passing play, catch the defense off guard, get a solid touchdown there, and they brought some life back onto their team, playing for the crest there, playing for pride, getting some points on the board, and that's always something you want to see if you're ever stuck in that situation. You always want to carry some momentum now into a different game.
Even though after impressive drive by Seffner Christian, Joe Paul Stadium is bumping here. We are up here in the press box dancing around. Courtney Taylor having a great time. Barons are winning 42-7. Running clock here. Under a minute 15 to play. We're having a fun time here.
Yeah, great game here. Senior night, another awesome night for the Barons. Very great to honor our seniors. They've been playing a great game. And Sutton Knight to kick it off. Not Dominic McIntyre this time.
Sutton Knight to kick this ball off for Seffner Christian, as it is under a minute now in the third quarter. We have yet to see the Barons on offense in this second half.
Yeah, I believe this is going to be the first time they're going to go a full quarter without having an offensive play, which is kind of interesting of a stat. It did come from a running clock, of course. They had their couple of TV timeouts, but yeah.
Crazy stat.
I think they are aiming for over 51 points, and it is a
what a great onside kick.
onside kick, and he is down at the 35-yard line.
Talon
Very
Huff
awkward.
recovered.
Oh, he is still up and running, and he's on the left sideline, and he's at the 40, he's at the 35, and he is down. What a weird and wonky play.
Why is there a child on the field?
What is going on?
So a great return from Talon Huff. He was able to escape some tackles, get about 20 or something yards.
kid is that?
Some kid got the T for the team. That's a great team player right there.
And the Barons, for the first time this season, will go a full quarter without being on offense.
Isn't that unbelievable?
There was a kid in the middle of the field. What is going on at Joe Paul Stadium? Joseph W. Paul Stadium
Final-
is bumping.
This is the final quarter of their regular season at home. And they're going to see them jump around. Pan the camera.
Let's pan the camera to the jump around. This is our favorite part. All right, let's see. Who's jumping?
Jesse Chinchar is raising his
Oh,
hand.
yes.
We're
Hey,
jumping. Look at this. Is like a decent
This is
amount
some great progress throughout the season.
I want you to get up. Let's get our undefeated head coach, what do you want?
Oh, look at that.
Fourth quarter, Friday night
Look at the
lights.
jumping that's going on.
42-7.
Everyone is on their feet here. Some parents are lazy and waving their hands, but it is okay. At
Some
least
great
they have
energy
some spirit.
some great energy we've been finally bringing back. It took a couple games to get the jump around thing going on.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. The camera is a little wonky right
Camera
now.
did
because
come off
of
his hinges.
Camera operator Robert Dolek.
Watching
It might have been
the
Pascual
Dodgers
Rojas'
game
fault,
right
though,
now.
our very own.
I'm just going to stick to commentating. Now I'm going to touch the cameras.
After a weird and wonky kickoff, the Barons will start with the ball at around the 38-yard line in Seffner Christian's half.
Be ready.
It looks like
Steel
number
Bachelor.
33, Steel Bachelor, is out there sophomore.
Had a couple of plays at the sophomore retreat as well.
So if
Big
you were
ups to him.
wondering who Joseph Paul actually is, he was born in Waterbury, Connecticut, January 22nd, 1934. He was a teacher at our old school.
Short pass to Rise Rosado. He will run to the right side, but then he will cut inside, juking in and out, and he gets the first down. No, he is short of the first down
What a
there.
run.
Impressive play by Rise Rosado.
You know, we've always asked, who's Joe Paul? His 36-year career in education began in 1957 at Bishop Barry High School,
That is
which
where we used to
transitioned
be.
into St. Petersburg Catholic High School. In 1986, Joe was honored by having the stadium renamed after him.
Thank you for the history lesson. That's Dylan Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Chase Burrow will hand the ball off to Larry Christian, who will get the first down, and he bulldozes a defender for the first down.
What a run, and absolutely just took on that hit. What a play. Trey Duke was able to stop him in his tracks, but he just took that like a champ and got right back up. And don't be surprised if we see another run play again.
He was grinding on that play. Chase Burrow, play action, looking to the middle, and it is caught by Brendan Wright for the touchdown on senior night.
Wide open, Brendan
Brandon
Wright.
Wright gets one more for him. That's 16 on, no,
13.
but in total touchdowns.
What a great
Yes.
touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, what a great touchdown.
13th receiving
I think
touchdown.
he's got 16 touchdowns total on the year. He's getting close to 20.
And
He's
close.
getting there.
I'm still very surprised how wide open he was on that play. Completely wide open down the middle of the field.
And I believe he had some more
You know,
options there, but of
that-
course you're going to take the touchdown. But he also had a couple more receivers that had some open targets.
That one was truly for Mr. Joseph Paul, who unfortunately did die in 2020. We are so happy for his contribution to St. Petersburg Catholic for 36 years. He deserves the name on the stadium.
Let's
And
give
Dominic McAnally is going to kick this one through for him.
And it is up, and it is good.
Perfect.
Dominic McAnally, 7 for 7, having a
7
fantastic.
squared. It's 7 squared.
There
So
we
this
go.
happened last game, 36-6. That was 49-7.
It's 49 to 7. Wait, no, it's 7 squared to 7, ladies and gentlemen.
And
Thank you.
let's have
That's
a
another math lesson.
10-second moment of silence for Joseph Paul. We are bumping here at Joseph W.
Yes.
Paul
I was
Stadium.
going to say, we're going to have to talk over the music because we're going to get copyrighted.
We do not want to get copyrighted as Joseph Paul pray to the heavens above. We are done talking about him, and what a
Anyways.
great day here for senior night. Under 10 minutes to play, 49-7.
Oh, and it looks like Chase Burrell and Grayson Zepper on the John Deere tractor. They're having a good time.
Is that Marshawn Lynch?
Oh, I'd love to see him drive
Oh
it.
my goodness, Marshawn Lynch, if you guys don't know,
At Cal.
in college at Cal was whipping the medical cart for some reason. Are we going to see this happen with our starting
I would
quarterback?
love to see Chase Burrell and his best friend and center.
What I will say is I'm very happy to see the chemistry of Chase Burrell and
Oh, yeah.
Grayson Zepp. I mean, you
They're
don't want to
best
see,
friends.
yeah,
They're
best friends.
they're-
Terrific.
And
don't
you
wanna
have
see,
to have that
No,
relationship
you
with your
have to
center.
with your. You have to have a terrific relationship with them. As if you don't, they could easily just let the defenders aside and just let them sack your
Yeah,
quarterback.
I mean, that's not right.
It's not the right thing to do, but
it-
Dominic
it's
McAnally will
happened.
kick this ball away. And it is inside the 10-yard line, and it is recovered, and he is running down the middle, has some blockers. He is still up, and he is down at around the 30-yard line.
Kenyatta Davis showing up once again on the kick return there, the senior right there, able to get some solid yards out. Let's see what this offense can do again. Now, they don't have 10 minutes to work with. They only have 8.5, but maybe they can score points. Maybe they can break the deadlock. That is 7 points for an offense for a team's offense versus the Barons.
Was that how many passing touchdowns did Chase have today?
He has
Is that
3?
his fifth?
Maybe 30. He's 38 on the year, and he started at 35, maybe. Yeah, I think he's 4. I want to say he's 4. Actually, no. I feel like he's got 5.
Yeah, I feel like we had 2 defensive touchdowns and 5 offensive touchdowns.
There has
with-
not been a rushing touchdown.
No,
so
and
no.
I mean with Demarion Rowe out, Larry Christian's still a very,
Yeah, no.
very
So
good running back.
he does have 5.
Very. I mean, I have not seen him score. Reed McCollum hands the ball off for
I think
no gain.
Stu has 2. Keyshawn has 1. Brennan has 2.
Yes,
Yeah,
you got that
he
right.
is-
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
his 5th passing touchdown of the game.
So, wow.
Is he?
He might be at 40.
He might be
Yeah,
the
that's
GOAT.
what I'm
He might be
thinking.
the greatest of all time.
He-
let's just,
he-
stand,
he
let's
is
just start. Let's start
definitely-
putting him in the
No,
conversation.
Hey,
Go-
Billy Tapp and Chase Burrell. That is the close. If I say, if
I don't
Chase
think
Burrell,
Billy Tapp led his team to 9-0.
He's led his team to the state finals. So if Chase Burrell reaches the state finals, he will officially become.
Can you imagine
the
how
GOAT of
awesome that
SPC.
would be?
It's one of those debates that goes to kind of like if it's more like MJ or LeBron. You know, MJ's got more rings, but LeBron's got pretty much every like statistical accolade. He's got the statistical accolades.
He does, but I will also say he's a junior.
He's
we
got
can see him add on next year and do more
It's
impressive
And this
things.
team can grow.
It's going to be
Oh,
interesting to see
100%.
with a whole new
Reed
front of
McCollum,
wide receivers.
FB dive to Bo Knox, who pushes through
nice.
defenders, and he gets the first down. Great play there.
With
Bo
a whole
Knox, able to
new-
push
with
through.
a whole new front of wide receivers and new O-line, basically a new team. It'll be interesting to see if he can match what he did this year, or even maybe beat what he did this year. I mean, I can't wait to tune in next year, see some new faces broadcasting this game, and see Chase Burrell throw dimes to some new people we will never get to meet, probably.
Yeah, but of course, talking about next year, this media broadcast is only growing. This is just our inaugural season doing this TV timeout. It will be the last TV timeout. And, yeah, keep seeing us throughout the season. We'll be doing basketball,
Basketball's a
baseball,
fun one.
soccer,
We're doing
lacrosse.
Lacrosse is going to be a good one.
We're still growing, you know, keeping those edits flowing. Even when it's not football season, we'll be back here next football
Yeah, I
season,
mean-
of course. And we're just growing as a team and as a media broadcasting center.
I mean, I think this is the greatest program that has ever came to St. Petersburg Catholic.
I think this is
I'd
the only
agree.
one.
Yeah.
Only program that has come to St. Petersburg Catholic. Great things that we're
You
doing
know, about
here.
13 years ago, the digital production class at St. Petersburg Catholic began. Mr. Alatori, it wouldn't have been possible without him.
Yeah, big
took
shout out.
over probably, I think, 5-6 years ago.
6 or 7
And
maybe.
they did a lot of shows. They had a YouTube channel. They were more centered around just being like kind of an SNL. But we
Yes.
took it a step up this year and decided to have our own little version. He called us the podcasters. We broadcast, but we're the podcasters, man.
We're
And
the podcasters.
we,
And he was talking about this for a couple of years now, and he's
and-
finally been able to have a platform to deliver it, and it's
Yeah.
great to have that growth now.
I see Joe Mestis on the sideline. He is here doing some flashcards for the team. He might do some trading cards for the team. He made some last year. We will see if he will make some great trading cards for this Barons football team, as we will start with Seffner Christian with the ball. 6 minutes left to
False
play,
start.
and that is a false
Oh,
start.
Alex
Malishko, we just can't get over our favorite player in this
And he is
broadcast.
always on the field. He talks about it all the time. This man never gets to rest. Playing offense, defense, this guy only stops on like half of the special teams plays.
I will say snaps is a stat for Alex Malishko.
Yeah, definitely.
It's over 90%, over 95 probably.
Definitely. He might
Looking to
play
blitz
special
here.
teams, too.
He might. I don't know. His guy's always on the field.
Yeah, Chase Burrell's just fully having a conversation
Oh.
with some buddies on the sideline
It
now,
looked
and he
like-
deserves it.
It looked like a defensive coach gave the go for a blitz here. Reed McCullum under center. And it looked like he dropped it. And Bo Knox absolutely.
He got nowhere on that play.
He was going nowhere.
Yeah,
Completely
Tylen Huff,
stopped.
Tylen Huff off the left side was completely unguarded and got to him first, and then a group of them made sure he went nowhere.
Tylen Huff also has a few interceptions. Doesn't get talked about a lot because, well, how often do you need to throw it to a safety? Because with this offensive line, they find the pressure early, and it's hard to, even have him be a problem. He has 3 interceptions this season, playing really good, and always there, when you least expect him. He's always a factor on this team.
2nd and 15 for Seffner Christian.
Another
49-7.
long.
Reed McCullum hands the ball off to Keon Moore, and he found a little bit of open space, but he is down at about 2nd and mid.
We'll make it a 3rd and manageable there.
3rd and mid.
Yes. We'll make it a 3rd and manageable there for Seffner Christian.
Giannis, 30 and
Giannis
20 game.
Antetokounmpo.
Wow, what a game for Giannis.
Impressive
Antetokounmpo
stat.
if
Let's
you're
talk
watching
about
basketball.
football.
Well, I mean, basketball's coming up. Basketball season. We'll be broadcasting
We will-
basketball games in probably 3 weeks.
They are starting in about 2.5
I think
weeks.
November
We will see.
November 9th. We'll see guys that you probably never even heard of yet because we've only been talking about football. Brendan
But
Wright
you
will be
will
playing.
hear about
I
him
know
soon
Keyshawn
as-
Burks will be playing.
Some
Jameson
football
Shields.
players.
Jameson Shields will be playing. Jackson Ball will be playing. Who else will be playing?
Willem Derricks will
Willem
be playing.
Derricks will be
You'll hear a
playing.
lot about Willem Derricks.
Yeah,
Pretty lazy, but we'll see.
Elijah.
3rd and manageable. Reed McCollum hands the ball off to Keon Moore, and he is completely
going.
shut down.
Oh, what is
And
happening?
he breaks out of a tackle.
They were just tackling the wrong guy for like 5 seconds.
Did he really just get the first down on that play?
I think he did. What a run there. What a great second effort. And that was able to move the chains. And
I think that just like solidified the end of this game. So the game probably, they're going to be able to run this clock probably all the way down. So the final score might be 7 squared to 7.
Barons had the ball one time this half.
isn't that crazy?
That's
And it
very
looks like
impressive.
it might end that way.
They have only taken 18 minutes out of the 24 minutes in the second half have been just. If this game ends like this with possession still in Seffner's hands, it would be 18 minutes of Seffner possession and just 6 in the second half for the Barons.
Impressive stuff.
Here we are in the press box. Seffner Christian coordinator already leaving, so says a lot. Reed McCollum hands the
nice
ball off.
run.
What an explosive play there.
Their starters.
2nd and 1. Great play there.
Solid run. That's Jonathan Williams able to move through the 5'8" sophomore, able to make him
that's good.
able to make some noise, and he is able to pick up the first down, moving those chains even further.
These are still the Baron starters that they're doing this.
He's
to.
looking a little Demarion Rowe.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow, that's a new adjective.
Yeah.
Or verb, excuse me.
All right, let's get our grammar right.
Verb, I corrected myself.
Almost under 2 minutes here. 49-7, the Barons are leading. Seffner Christian at around the 35-yard line.
Oh, there's people. Oh, someone just fell doing a flip.
Fell doing a flip. You do not want to see that by the St. Petersburg Catholic cheerleaders. We don't want to see another injury here. Reed McCollum under center. And it is dropped
that?
immediately.
Oh,
The
Barons
ball's
got
on the ground.
They're signaling.
And the Barons have the football.
So they did get possession after all. But it's still
It
impressive
will
how
be
they were able to
interesting.
hold the ball for
I mean,
17 minutes.
I don't know. Jesse, he really is Dominic McAnally getting on the field? No, that's not Dominic McAnally.
No, but all the starters are on, so they're ready to get this thing moving.
Oh my God,
Number
Brendan Wright.
35, Dylan Palazzola,
Palazzola is who's-
sophomore.
Brendan Wright's at quarterback. He told me earlier he wants to get his pass touchdown.
Yeah. Chase has his helmet on.
I'd like to think that he's going to just kneel this one down, if I'm being
Mateo
honest.
Sands, senior.
Mateo
Not
Sands.
many playing time. He is on the field. Excited to see Mateo Sands on the field.
Mateo Sands, man, he just loves football, and he loves being out there.
He
with his
deserves
friends.
some
So
PT.
great for him to be out there.
Also known as Mateo 2, Rich.
Oh,
Hand
they're
the
gonna
ball
run
out
the
to Alex Bell, and he is explosive for the first down.
What a run. Alex Bell able to push through right there.
Brendan
Another
Wright seems like he's asking just for a one. Oh,
timeout, injury timeout called now.
it'll be interesting to see if they actually play more. Oh, they are. They're going to stop this clock.
54 seconds left to play in this
Unlucky.
game.
I think Brendan Wright in this huddle is going to say, Jesse, come on. Give me one. Give me
I
one
wanna see-
shot at the deep ball from Mateo Sands.
That's
I would love
exactly
to
what I
see
was
that.
Too
about to
rich.
say.
He's got a
Mateo
TikTok
2 Rich.
account called
Check
Mateo
out the
2 Rich.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Great charismatic guy.
Yeah. I mean,
You just love to see Mateo Sands on the field.
I mean, I'd love to see Brendan Wright get the opportunity to just throw a one-on-one to literally any of the receivers, and if they can get it down,
Yeah.
that would
be
get
something
us
electric.
out of our seat.
I just think Chase Burrow is very happy to have a rest here. He usually does not get a rest.
Yeah.
He's happy to look from the sidelines
Even with all
and see
these
his offense
really
work.
long, wins, with blowout wins, he plays to the final whistle, which is impressive. It shows
Yeah.
the determination of this team. They always want to play until they're at 100-0, until the clock is at triple zeros. They're not stopping, and
And it,
with
I mean, it
what
looks
seems
like
to
they
be the last play of the game here.
I get it's kind of wrong to like stat pad and try and go for a touchdown here, but it would be pretty awesome if Brendan Wright can get a passing touchdown. And I hope they just give us the one-on-one that we deserve with Mateo Sands especially.
Well, it's looking like there's a chance. It's
Demarion
one-on-one down
Rowe.
there.
He
on the
is guarded by the #1 corner for the Crusaders.
Kenyatta Davis.
Yeah.
Demarion Rowe on the sidelines dancing. 1st and 10. Brendan Wright
Aw.
gives the ball to Alex Bell, who's running on the left side. Cuts back. Shifty in and out
Another first down.
for another Barons first down.
I think this is a solid
Oh, they're
showcase
running
of
hurry
Alex
up.
Bell.
Hurry
They're
up
running
here
hurry up.
with Brendan Wright at quarterback.
With 30 seconds
Can we
left in
see
the
Mateo
game.
Too Rich on the left side get the ball?
Can we see a pass is the question. I don't think we will. I think
Under 30 seconds here.
come on,
Bachelor in
Steal in
motion.
let him
motion.
go deep. Let him go deep.
Brendan Wright.
Oh.
High snap. Looking to the left side for Mateo Too Rich. No.
Oh wow. Interesting.
Mateo Sands.
And
Defended
yeah,
pretty
that's going to be
well.
the ball game. They gave him one. That's going to be it. 49-7 victory here. at Joe Paul Stadium.
As Dylan said, 49-7. The clock officially hits 0. The Barons win on senior night. Official score 49, St. Petersburg Catholic Barons, Seffner Christian Crusaders 7.
Make sure to like the stream. We have many more coming for you. We got playoff football next.
Playoff
A lot
coming
more.
up.
We got